Thank you. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for having us. This is a pretty cool event that's being put on here. I know as a player, I always love doing stuff like this, and it's fun for the kids. And at Bethel, this is my first year taking over the program. I just started this spring, so we've been in a big transition period, but we're kind of pushing to the kids, the next chapter of Bethel. It's a school with, a lot of tradition there. Yeah, they've been good in the past. Unfortunately, the last couple of years hasn't came out the way they wanted it to. It's been 3-7 the last 2 years. So the big thing for us was pushing, believing in yourself and having that belief that you're going to win, going into everything you do, starting with the passing tournaments this summer, leading all the way up to what we play in the fall, believing that you can win, that we should win when we step on the field, that we're the best team out there. And I think they're starting to get that through their head. Every week we've been getting better. It's a hungry group of kids, and a lot of young kids, which, as a new coach, it's good to see because we have a lot of young talent, and they're talented kids, the young ones. We got a good group of core seniors, not a lot of them, 10 or 15, that'll probably help us out. 3 of them up here, which have been great leaders and helped me a lot in the transition. But with that young group, I mean, they've been there every day. They've been throwing. They've been doing everything that we ask and more. It's the type of group we almost have to tell them sometimes, tone it down a little bit, or don't overthrow, So you have to tell Bryce over there sometimes, save your arm a little bit. But we're excited to try and make some noise this year in the SPSL. It's a tough league, and we know that, and we know we're going to get a battle every week we go in. And we're ready for the challenge. I mean, I think we're ready as everybody here, we're ready for August 20th to hit to start practicing and get after it because, right now we're kind of in the dog days of summer and ready to move forward. So, yeah, we'll open up for any questions we got here for any of these guys or anything you want to know about, where we're going with it or how we're going to get there. One thing I will say we've kind of stressed is, we're not really worried about the past. We're not worried about what other teams are doing. Really, we're worried about, Bethel football and where we're going and how we're going to get there. So that's what we're focused on right now. Well, I went to Kamiak High School, which is a Wesco team, also a 4A program. I played quarterback there, and we made a nice run in the state playoffs. Eventually, after I graduated, ended up in junior college and then ended up at Montana State. As I tell my guys, I got the opportunity to play, start games out at Michigan State in front of, 70-some thousand people. And to me, I told them the best experience I ever had playing football was making a run both football and basketball in high school in the state playoffs. I mean, that's your family. Those are the kids you grow up with. And it's something special. It really is. And to me, that was the best experience I ever had. So we're working to get to that point, to where everybody on the team's committed to the same goal. And then when you reach that goal, you're right there with them. After I got done there, when I graduated college, I was fortunate enough to take a head coaching position in Montana right away. Spent 3 years there, and we were fortunate enough to have some success, won a couple of conference championships, and then ended up here at Bethel. So we're looking to do the same thing here. It was the same type of program where there were a couple not too many good years prior to when I got there, but the kids bought into the program. And we were in the same thing where the program's about the kids and where the kids want it to go. And with that, we were able to have some success and have some good years, and that's what we're looking to do.
Well, obviously, with Coach being a former quarterback, we like to throw the ball. But we're really young, and we got a lot of young core guys that need to step up at the skill positions to be able to do what we want to do, passing-wise. And we want to be able to throw, but we want to be able to run. We want to, in the SPSL, people like to stack the box. So we have to be able to throw, but once they get out of there, we want to be able to attack the middle and ground and pound and make sure we're keeping them honest and they're not overplaying our passing game. So,
game that I'm looking forward to the most right now would be the first game, obviously, but towards later in the season, I'm looking forward to Halloween, that game we play against GK. It's always exciting. I've been in the program for a long time, and in past years, it's been a battle between those two teams, and I've had family members that always say GK week is the most important week of the season that we need to prepare for. But right now it's all about going week by week and playing each game at a time.
Well, I feel certainly this year what differs from last year is our leadership. We don't have as many people trying to skip out on practices and lifts during the summer. We have people there, and the people that are there are always working hard, always encouraging others. And, it just feels like this year we're all ready to work and we're all ready to play. We're not trying to worry about being a football player, all that extra stuff that comes with it. We're not worried about parties. We're not worried about anything else. We're worried about the game and what we need to do to be successful as a team this year.